The funniest is all the people who are telling you have to hate Muslims. Oh, hate the Muslims.
A week after 9/11. And the email reads, "Where is the real pilot?" Whoa.
If the hijackers really were Muslims, why would they steal the identities of fellow Muslims and implicate them? Wouldn't they be more likely to steal Israeli identities and put the blame on Israelis?
This is the new Sadaqah Jariyah in town. On the Day of Judgment, the first thing we will be asked about
is our prayer. Now imagine being part of a project that teaches thousands of people around the world for just £100.
You can help teach 20 to 60 people like me learn how to pray Salah.
And when they teach their children
And their children's children.
The reward continues.
Do not miss the Sadaqah Jariyah.
Donate today
and earn rewards that last beyond your lifetime.
Go to the link and donate now.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brothers and sisters and dear friends. I came across this video from Tucker Carlson and Cenk. And subhanAllah, you would think that people are just going to stop, like Tucker Carlson, etc., talk about the Gaza war, etc. But no, because now they are questioning things and they want answers. And this is what happens where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exposes the truth, because Allah has a plan. Sometimes we get frustrated with Allah's plan, but Allah has a plan. We see the pixel and it doesn't make sense. Yeah, but when you look outside, you're like, wow, that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, and we don't see, and you can see unraveling as we speak now. Here's a video that I saw of Tucker Carlson, and he made some very profound points against Ben Shapiro, the devil. These people are satanic, okay? Zionists, they are satanic, and they are working for a new world order. Now, this is the video, and then we're going to come to 9/11, the new audio recordings, well, the old audio recordings that show that the accent of the hijackers are more Hebrew than it is Arabic. So we're going to come to that as well, inshallah. But let's just quickly watch this.
The funniest is all the people who are telling you have to hate Muslims. Oh, hate the Muslims. Ben Shapiro or Mark Levin, hate Muslims. Why aren't those same people calling for full disclosure of the 9/11 documents? It's kind of weird, isn't it? If you really wanted to prove that Muslims are bad, you would want all the 9/11 documents disclosed, wouldn't you? Just so you could sort of play out the horrifying details that led to those fabled 19 Arabs with box cutters committing the biggest act of terror in American history. Why would you ever want to keep any of that secret? Has Mark Levin ever called for the full disclosure of the 9/11 docs? Well, why wouldn't you? That kind of make your case the Muslims are bad, wouldn't it? Just put a nail in the coffin of all the jihadis in America. And Ben Shapiro on that? Oh, shut up, conspiracy theorist. Just keep in mind when people tell you, trust the government, maybe there's another agenda there.
I mean, that's a very, very valid point there. If you look at it, brothers and sisters, subhanAllah, you can see that he's making a point. Is if you believe Ben Shapiro and this, that, and if Muslims were behind this, if Arabs and Muslims were behind this, surely you would want the 9/11 files to be made absolutely public, so people can see that the connections that it has to Islam and Muslims, but there is none. And this shows you that the fact that they're trying to cover up, and number one, Ben Shapiro, the biggest spokesman for Israel and Mossad, this scumbag, they want disorder in land. They want the Christians and the Muslims to fight each other while they make the new world order, the greater Israel plan. And subhanAllah, listen to the new audio recordings which is being asked. SubhanAllah, the question that people are asking is, hold on a second, these individuals in the planes are speaking Hebrew. And then we're going to go to Cenk, where he tells us, message from Epstein to Ghislaine Maxwell asking a question which is absolutely bizarre. Okay, and this is unraveling in front of our eyes and no one's talking about it. Here is the audio recording of the accents being Hebrew.
The voice of the hijacker heard from the hijacked plane's voice recorder reveals that the accent of the hijacker matches an Israeli Hebrew accent.
The next transmission comes seconds later.
FBI Director Mueller, BBC News, and ABC have confirmed that 7 of the 19 Muslims whose mugshots were flashed around the world did not die in the 911 crashes.
Interesting. So these 9 hijackers, whoever they are, they were not even dead. They are alive and identities are being hijacked. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Let's carry on.
They are alive and well and are victims of identity theft. An 8th accused Muslim died 1 year before the 911 hijackings even occurred. Who stole their identities and why isn't the FBI looking for them? If the hijackers really were Muslims, Why would they steal the identities of fellow Muslims and implicate them? Wouldn't they be more likely to steal Israeli identities and put the blame on Israelis? If the hijackers were Israelis, wouldn't they be likely to steal the identities of Muslims and put the blame on Muslims?
There you go. You know, if the hijackers are Muslims, why would you hijack your identity of fellow Muslims? SubhanAllah. And now this gets really, really weird, because why is this email, which we're going to show inshallah, SubhanAllah, watch for yourself, guys, these Epstein files, why are they trying to hide it? Okay, now listen to this from Cenk.
Politicians and big pharma and defense contractors. I've explained to you all the things that are wrong with media in 100 different ways, but even I didn't expect this. Wait, there was a shadow 9/11 commission and there's not a single national media reporter that's interested in that and has done a story about it. Okay, now let me give you the second email. Also to Ghislaine Maxwell, this time from a guy named Philip Levine. God forbid anybody should ask who he is. This one's date is even more important. September 18th, 2001, a week after 9/11. And the email reads, "Where is the real pilot?" Whoa, what is that? Where's the real pilot? A week after 9/11? And that email is going to Ghislaine Maxwell. If you don't think this is an interesting story, you're not a journalist. If you're covering up this story, you're not a journalist. Well, literally no one in corporate media is covering this, so apparently there are zero journalists in legacy media, none. I mean, but it's beyond that. There's no one who doesn't think that this is interesting. It doesn't mean that you can't disprove it. I don't know how you would, but I know what you would do. You would do investigative reporting, and you would try to figure out, wait, that's super interesting. What do they mean, real pilot? Could it be the biggest coincidence in human history that they don't mean 9/11, even though it's a week after 9/11, and you're emailing someone who's very, very likely an Israeli spy? But it's a different pilot from a different plane, maybe. But that's when you would have to do journalism and you would have to investigate it. And you would find this remarkable and you'd want to look into what the hell was the Shadow Commission? Why is someone asking Ghislaine Maxwell where the real pilot is? But we've got literally none of that from our national media. So, okay, I mean, it forces us to wonder, are you in on it?
100%, 100%. Robert Maxwell, who stole nuclear intelligence and gave it to the Russians, okay, to God knows for whatever reason. Then his daughter, Ghislaine Maxwell, who's connected to Epstein, the islands, etc., all connected to Israel and Mossad. Then you've got the laughing Zionist, the laughing Jews Zionist, when the 9/11 attacks happening. Then you've got the Hebrew accents in the planes. Then you've got nine to how many people of Muslims identity, some of them who have passed away or still alive. SubhanAllah. Then you got Ben Shapiro and the rest, like Tucker Carlson saying, SubhanAllah, that he's saying, do not release the files or whatever for that matter. And you're looking and thinking, SubhanAllah, and you're trying to tell us Muslims that, and no media coverage. And then you've got Ghislaine Maxwell's email to Epstein asking, who are the real pilots? Where are the real pilots? Where are the real pilots? Just imagine if a Muslim country was organized this, and there's someone called Khatija who works with someone called Abdul who had the pedophile ring, whatever, and she was working with the Islamic secret intelligence service, etc. There will be global uproar, guys. There will be global uproar, and SubhanAllah, Allah Subhanahu wa Taala tells us, and this is why it makes Islam more true, because Allah talks about these fitna makers. Okay. These Zionist scumbags, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks about them. There are good and bad Jews. We are talking about the evil, vile Jews here. Okay, why is nobody going and asking the Jewish community to condemn Epstein? This is something that you can even come and say, there's some Talmudic things that goes back to the religion. You can even do that. But no, nothing is being said. It's just all being silent. Okay, now Americans, you're journalists. Why are they not coming out and asking questions? What the hell is going on? You are controlled by Mossad. Mossad is trying to make Muslims and Christians fight each other. We can intellectually have disagreements, that's all good. fight each other while they are building their greater Israel plan. They are waiting for their Messiah. And the Christians are aiding them because they're thinking when the Messiah comes, he's going to make all of those Jews either kill them or make them Christians. Okay. And the Jews are waiting for their Messiah because all of us are going to be slaves under them because that's how they see the Goyim as to be. Okay. So much so. And they hate you Christians. With all due respect, they spit at you. They don't believe in your God. We as Muslims don't. In our book, Jesus is blessed. In the Bible, he's cursed. Okay, and he is cursed by the Jews as well, subhanAllah. So the question is, what the hell is going on? And are you guys not waking up? As Muslims, we need to be clued up and know this stuff. And there they come to us again about pedophilia. You guys are the main culprits, from Jimmy Saviles to your higher echelons to Epstein. Yes? And not only that, Epstein praising Tommy Robinson. Can you imagine me being praised by a pedophile? A full-blown, the biggest pedophile in human history, maybe the biggest pedophile, using it to blackmail the people at the top for the gain of Israel. They are, like Candace Owens said, they are coming for your children. They are coming for your children. Yes, and not only that, subhanAllah, I'll just show you one other thing as well. SubhanAllah, of a clip.
Tom Alexandrovich. So he's the guy who is an Israeli cybersecurity official, goes to Vegas and looks to rape an American girl, right? So he's like, oh, this is a great opportunity for basically pedophile tourism. I'll go to America and I know as an Israeli, I won't be held accountable. So he gets caught in a sting operation. Got him. Okay, good. Gets caught with 8 other Americans who were also involved in that operation. The 8 Americans are in jail right now in Nevada. Alexandrovich back to Israel. Free ride.
How?
But wait, you can't say that the Americans who did something terrible should be in prison. Great, wonderful, totally agree. But the Israeli is allowed to do it. And he can rape any American girl he wants here, and he gets a free ride back to Israel. No. So right now, he's technically under arrest, but our government isn't doing anything to try to get him back.
There you go. They are raping your children. They are doing acts of pedophilia on your children, on your kids, Americans. Yes? And we as Muslims are at the forefront of protecting your children and saying them, don't sexualize them, don't sexually objectify them. They are children. This trans, this, etc. And we are the ones that are trying to corrupt you. We are the ones that are saying don't drink alcohol, don't do gambling, sex outside of marriage, everything that destroys you. While you've got rabbis owning Pornhub. You can't make this up. You cannot make this up. That's all I'm going to say, brothers and sisters, inshallah. Keep a close eye on this, inshallah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala carry on exposing them. We need to give more light to this. And as Muslims, be more informed, inshallah. That's all I have to say, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala open the eyes of these people more. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala expose them. Because the whole world is seeing their reality. And these people are evil and satanic. Till next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
We are teaching people how to pray.
And every time they pray, you get the share in that reward. And when they teach their children
And their children's children.
The reward continues.
Every Fajr,
Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, Isha,
Every recitation.
for just £100.
you can help teach 20 to 60 people
Like me.
Learn how to pray Salah.
Donate today.